There we go. I tried plugging the wires into the back of the computer because they mute me. It dislodges and makes me unable to hear less often. But it didn't work. Hello, welcome to Roulette Rivals 15 match. Winners bracket round 2. We have Dein, Nomos, and Rommel of the Far East. Henceforth, Dein and Rommel respectively. Mendoza first. Impeccable win rate. 11-0-0. Beautiful stuff. Oh, let's see that Mendoza expertise in action, eh? The spin is here, and the spin is Don Yates to be eliminated with the old axe as a winery worker, and Tamara Vidal is to be eliminated with a combat knife as the head of security. I see winery worker Yates, and I immediately go fell for pump lure, even though that's clearly not the right answer for this spin. Especially since the old axe up in the attic. Starting Dein immediately loading in as a Sado chef because of that quick winery worker downstairs. Yep, that's wisely thought. I don't actually know where that combat knife is. It is the fun answer. Crazy Daisy, indeed, indeed. I mean, it did. It has cost me like whole matches before, so the fun is not always the answer. Sometimes you need to be professional. See, this is professionalism. Knocking out these people with bananas, and starting as winery worker from Rommel. Speedy. Wait, a speedy way of getting the disguise. Ah, combat knife. Yes, in the lockers. Forgot about that. Yes, thank you. Gerald joined. Both players looking to get to Don Yates while he's up on the balcony. Because after that point, it's a bit of faff, really. And so I don't blame them. What is Yates? Yates has decided to stay in the basement. Okay. That's fascinating. I've never seen that. And Rommel, you can run past that guy. Just have confidence. I found out earlier. You can just ignore him. You don't have to wait. Dean's hopping up on the balcony and knocking out uh, Valentina, punching Yates square in the nose. Off to get that old axe. Here we go. Got the old axe. Bringing it down. Rommel, meanwhile. Yes, this pesky guard. Catching you coming up the stairs. Not quite catching, only peekabooing, which is good. But meanwhile, Dean gets that old axe throw onto Yates. Just leaving Vidal, who has only just arrived at the reception desk, if I'm not mistaken, on these sorts of with an Asado chef start. I mean, with a Seeker, that's recipe for good things. If you shoot through that skylight, like Buff showed off. Rommel also getting the knockout onto Yates and Valentina. Oh, but does distract a mercenary up the stairs. We'll need to do a corner subdue to deal with that one. It's a good way of getting a mercenary disguise, to be fair. As long as you see it coming. Dean lining up a Seeker. Lovely. Just needs that head of security. And it will be a both targets down after that point. As one might expect when 2 targets have been killed in a 2-target mission. Mercenary lure being that slamming the champagne bottle against the side of the ship and it actually breaks. There we go, there's a banana. Oh, that's lovely. Love to see it. Gets in that disguise. Oh, Rommel, I've just realised. Trying to get the timing for Vidal, and despite not realising Vidal has now gone downstairs, hasn't actually gone for the Yates kill, which will not be time practical. But Dean getting the kill in the meantime. Just gotta look down, not at Diana, and then magically she will be there on that dance floor, waiting for them. There we go. Finishes with 5 minutes and 6 seconds. Whew. I mean, that does reinforce that 100% win rate. I think a record-breaking 100% win rate. The highest win rate anyone has on a map the most wins anyone has on a map that they have 100% win rate on. GG. Yes, Fidgy, I plugged the wires into the back of the computer, not the front. And it technically worked wonders for hearing, but not for speaking. Just realised we can't hear either of these streams. Maybe this actually might be having sound issues again. No, we'll just assume these are two very quiet streams. And I'll just pretend like I'm not having sound issues. As long as you can hear me, it's fine. Anyway, there is the admin confirmation for Mendoza going 2-Dein, 2-0. Up next, Marrakesh. Home of the latest world record to be broken. Or map record to be broken. It's a world record if the world is Morocco. Yeah, that is true, Kambochuk. Also true blunt, it is silly. Yeah. But hey, what is Hitman if not whimsical? Is the Marrakesh? A Marrakesh in which yes, that map record down to 413. Although these personal bests quite good. I mean, I don't know what the spins were, but 645, 757 for Marrakesh ain't too bad. Obviously, it does depend on the spin. I can only assume these are not record spins that these players were playing. But these people, they both have strong performances. 310, 540, both in the positive. Regrettably, some people actually pick Marrakesh in actual matches and not just not just playing it in their free time. Marrakesh is a map firmly with a place firmly in the practice. Its role is as a map 6 that doesn't come up. We don't need to play map 1, map 2 Marrakesh. Not anymore. I sound like a conservative. Trying to conserve the traditional place of Marrakesh, and that is not in this match. Ah. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. Spin, nearly here. 10 seconds, lovely. Prompt bit of Marrakesh. Marrakesh being raises A down. No target pacification to be eliminated with a battle axe as a military soldier. And the Klaus Sternberg to be eliminated with fiber wire as a member of the local printing crew. Ah, that appeals to my disguise whims. Yeah, I like military soldier, razor, ooh, I nearly closed OBS there. Um, that'd have been bad. Uh, yeah, local printing crew. I mean, it's a bit of a run across the square, so lockdown would be fun. Loading in two different starts. Dean up in the um carpet shop roof. No, no, replans with carpet store roof. Not carpet stop. The rooftop stop. Heading down to get an interesting trank. I haven't seen that onto this here. Like like handkerchief wearing local printer. The best variant because you can see it gives 47 hair. It sways about in the as he runs. Rommel not too far behind, heading over to the printing crew with an egg. I'm ready to see some egg action. No, no, Rommel, don't just hit him with the propane. No, the guard's gonna see, or that guy's gonna see. Okay, okay, maybe going for the mission story one. Still, still valid. Love seeing different ways of getting disguises, and this is an instance of that. Dean's in the consulate parking at the moment. Speeding by. Unlike the cars that are very much parked. And doing that really scary shot where all these guards panic, but scares me every time. Every time watching it. But hey, does it wonderfully, heading through. Rommel's got that local printing crew. Lovely, lovely. Although, maybe won't get to Klaus in time for that 2 minutes isolation, unfortunately. I mean, heck, you've got to be fast with local printing crew if you're going to be grabbing him there and not locking down. I mean, Dean arrives, there you go, like, in perfect timing, just because that disguise is so far away. That is cool. Luring both in at the same time, bit of a party going on. Knocks out one, garrots the other, gets the first kill down. Off to get that soldier. I mean, there was a go-to soldier, in my opinion, from Consulate. And that is one that you can lure from the, like, soldier barricade to the, one of the security rooms that are, like, along the Consulate wall. I doubt either player would, because it's a random one. But, hey. Any soldier's a soldier. It's always a win. And sure enough, this soldier for Dean will be the one to fill in those shoes. Ooh, Rommel getting good use out of the fact that none of the staff, except for the guards in the consulate, know who's supposed to be there. Although, what is this? What aiming at Klaus menacingly? Hmm. We have to see how this goes, because yeah, didn't land the timing, so gotta catch him out somewhere. Although he doesn't know that the local printing crew is not meant to be there, so oh, good old Klaus, who knows the janitors, but not yeah, replanning. Okay, that's fair. Didn't quite land the timing. Dean's also got the battle axe. I'm right in saying Dean, right? Because internally I think Dein. Whenever I see the name, I read it as Dein just instinctually. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. I haven't been corrected, so I'm gonna assume it's fine. Hey, so offering that guard a snail? Oh, Rommel getting the soldier first. Ah, that's in. Yeah, that's cool. Dean's in the school, going through the various locked doors. I've no idea how that soldier who's in between two locked doors is going to get out of there if he wasn't knocked out, and then the doors are bashed in. If neither of those things happened, I'm pretty sure he'd be stuck in there. He'd have to climb through a window. I don't get how those doors work. Fire axe through the window? Not fire axe, battle axe. I know axes. Oh, Rommel beating up this poor headmaster. But hey, that headmaster was stashing a karma away in his house, so maybe he deserved it. There we go, Dean's luring Razor into the corner of doom. Picking up that battle axe. Bonk. There we go. Just got to get some keys, or yes, already got some keys because of the infiltration through the garage, or yeah, parking garage. Regardless, gets to that shark and finishes in 7 minutes and 19 seconds. Yeah, yeah, bloods. I was weeping seeing the battle axe get picked up. Well, GG's for Dean there, Marrakesh, off to New York. Oof, both very short personal bests for both players in the 3 minute or just the lower 3 minutes range. Nice. With lifetime performances of 220 and 351. And if it's on New York and there's a tie, you can assume it's because it was such a close win. We'll say it wasn't a timeout tie. Because it probably wasn't. I will assume the best. Got those loadouts ready. There are the standards, and there's the hydration. Certainly, certainly, certainly. I've got two water bottles in front of me. Pretty sure one's half empty though, so I went with the full and cold one, because it is a hot day and I need cold water. It's a hot evening. It's terrible. Getting that good bit of practice in the traditional umpener. I don't know the most common chess umpening, but I would call it that if I knew it. Ah, indeed. Nice. Thank you, channel joined. Photo finish tie, certainly. See, that's why you should always assume the best, because you will be happy, because it will come true. Oh, yes, maybe I need more mods. Maybe, just maybe, I need more mods. Okay, Okay, Dein versus you can either predict Dein or Dean, sorry, or read-only memory. Bet your fish. Yeah, got that better personal best indeed. And I mean, New York is one of those maps where you just need to be able to run through the building. Dane. Yeah, indeed, Blunt. Yeah, I just have to alternate each time. The spin is here, and it is injected poison in the suit. Ah, good old suit, and a bit of loadout in there as well. Keeps it interesting. Dane immediately loads in. Nice and prompt, just swapping that pokey poison in. Rommel not too far behind. Ooh, but does we plan? Interesting. So interesting, it made me lean back in my seat and cause a very loud squeak that can be heard over the mic. Dine up the left side, interestingly, where the cameras are slightly less accessible. But hey, at least you get Fabian nice and fast, and a spin like this, you probably want it probably is just a race to the top, really. I mean, most spins, it's a race to the top. I think consumed poison is the only exception. Or maybe electrocution / drowning. Might add that to the list of exceptions. Not electrocution, just drowning and consumed. There we go. There's the trank from Dine. On to Fabian. Rommel catching up. Going along the investment floor. I don't blame the yikes, Pidgey. Like, you gotta throw that grenade at that camera box, or else, you are fated to be yellow guns. Which both players are yellow guns. But one more, also getting that second data disk, nice and prompt, whereas Dine getting many a pacification. That's the joys of New York. Waiting for her to run along now. Ooh, catching up nice and carefully as to not punch him in the face. Gets the injected poison. Gets that card. Gets that data disk. Gets that evidence. Rommel also doing lots of pacifications, but also has been seen, and she's crouching not at an angle where you can do the poking of the poison. That's costly. You gotta let her start running. Because Dine is out, and the photo finish window is on. You still got cameras, and your red guns inexplicably. That doesn't help. That does not help. Which would mean that Dine finishes in 3 minutes and 2 seconds, beating both his personal best and Rommel's. So Pidgey's comment on the personal bests of meaning equals win has been overturned. Yeah, GG's. Well, Pidgey, you'll get. Hey, sweeps. Yeah, yeah. People need to throw a couple of rounds. Well, I want more map sixes. The bracket. Need to refresh because I can see where this is. It's a round 2 match, meaning that Dean will go on to play the winner of Musketeer and either David Red Sox or Red Fox. Meanwhile, down in the LB, Rommel will now play that Observer in losers bracket round 1, even though that was winners bracket round 2, because thanks bracket. As for the upcoming matches, that was the last one for tonight. Come back in 14.5 hours, and you've got some more roulette before you. Peter Dustin MP versus Gravy. Meanwhile, there's also tomorrow. There's also me versus Scruffy, Rusty versus Comboychuk, and Big Machete and Parapluie, and Gorgenhausen, and Darko and Pujero. Plenty of fun to be had. Now that just leaves a raid, which will be certainly manga. That's the wonders of getting to be the last caster on a weekday, is that you get to raid manga at the end of it. Now off you go. Go watch him play some contracts. If you wish. Regardless, see ya.